Breaking news, the Golden State Warriors finally did something. Welcome to the offseason. Golden State, they're adding a player to their roster, and it's Al Horford. Not a surprise, but there are some really important details in here. What does this mean for the Warriors, and what does it mean for Jonathan Kuminga and his restricted free agency? The clock ticking on that. I'm Trevor Lane. This is the Basketball Bulletin. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications as well. All right, so this coming in from Shams Charania. The Golden State Warriors have Al Horford committing to a multi-year deal. Now, it's not specified what that deal is right now. What we've been hearing, though, is that it will be a taxpayer mid-level exception deal that's been talked about over the last few weeks, if not months at this point, but that it would be a taxpayer mid-level deal. So probably somewhere in the range of a 2-year, $11 million deal. He is part of the over 38 rule because Al Horford is entering his age 39 season. So what I would expect this will be, again, the official details are not out yet. Who knows it for sure what this will look like, but my expectation is that this will be roughly 2 years, $11 million. Will there be a team option on the second year, non-guaranteed money, maybe a player option? We'll have to wait and see on all the details, but that's what I'm expecting. 2 years, probably just over $11 million. After 7 of the past 9 years in Boston and winning the 2024 title, Horford will enter his 19th NBA season as the Warriors' starting center. So we got to talk about this because there are some details in here that certainly matter. First and foremost, though, I love the fit for Golden State in getting Al Horford. I love the fit of Al Horford landing with the Warriors skill set wise. There are some things I do not love about this at all, but skill set wise, Al Horford is a wonderful fit in Golden State. There's a few things I really appreciate about Horford's game. Number one, it's the versatility of the offensive end, the ability to step out, shoot the ball. He can do some work inside as well, but he will be a solid floor spacer for this Golden State Warriors side. But no, I'll tell you what I appreciate most about Al Horford. He is a ball mover. He's not a ball stopper. He is more than willing, as you saw right there, to make the extra pass, to get the ball to an open teammate. And I think on a team that's got Steph Curry, that's got Jimmy Butler, that's got this kind of talent, that is going to work out very, very well. I think Al Horford will fit in nicely with this Warriors side. So from a skill set perspective, I think Al Horford is a fantastic fit on the offensive end. And defensively, is he going to be great during the regular season? I mean, going into his age 39 season, I'm not expecting him to be all world or anything like that, but he is a guy who can certainly turn it up in the postseason. That said, there are some things I don't love about this, and we also got to talk about what this means for Jonathan Kuminga. But some of the things I don't love is, well, the age. I mean, Al Horford, age 39 season, my God. I mean, the Warriors and the Clippers have to be at this point just stocking up on icy hot. The Warriors have got to have one of the oldest, if not the oldest. I have to look and see with the Clippers who has the older average team, but Steph Curry's 37, Jimmy Butler's 36, Draymond Green 35, now Al Horford at 39. The Warriors do have some younger guys to bring that average down, but even Buddy Hield is 33. At least they've got Moses Moody, Podziemski. These guys are early 20s. They've got some guys like that, but overall, the main pieces of this team, Curry, Butler, Draymond, now Al Horford, these guys are all over the hill. Let's face it. Now, they're still very talented, still can be productive, but these are guys that don't have a whole lot of time left in the NBA, and you got to worry about 82 games. Can they get through a regular season with enough of these guys healthy? It's going to be the same situation as the Clippers, where the Warriors are just keeping their fingers crossed and saying, hey, look, these guys might play 55, 60, 65 games, something like that during the regular season, but if we can get them healthy come playoff time, that's where we will really be a threat. So that's the big thing for Golden State now. It's getting through the gauntlet of the Western Conference healthy while still maintaining playoff positioning, still being in the mix. They're not going to worry that much about their seeding. If they're the 6th seed, if they're the 2 seed, if they're the 8th seed. Yes, they would prefer to avoid the play-in, but they're not going to worry too much about exactly where they fall. It's going to be, can we get all these guys healthy and then let playoff Jimmy, playoff Al Horford, Steph Curry, Draymond, let these guys do what they're going to do. Just can we get them to the postseason in one piece? That's going to be the big challenge for the Golden State Warriors. All right, we do need to talk about what this means, though, for Jonathan Kuminga, and then the little bit there about Al Horford being the starting center and what that could mean. We'll get to that in 30 seconds.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code Bulletin. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Okay, so if Al Horford is going to be now the starting center for the Golden State Warriors, now what does that really mean? So looking at the Warriors lineup, you do have Steph Curry, you have Jimmy Butler, you have Draymond. That means you're not starting small. That is still a fairly small starting lineup with Al Horford and Draymond Green being your 4 and your 5. But when we look at this, that is a pretty versatile starting lineup. We can project, is it going to be Brandon Podziemski, perhaps starting at the 2? Could it be, De'Anthony Melton? Could he slide it? Melton expected to sign, as well as Seth Curry. These guys, Gary Payton II, expected to be added as well. Moses Moody. But I think the one thing that it makes perfectly clear, if Shams news is Al Horford is the starting center, and this is not a surprise, but there is no starting role for Jonathan Kuminga. That's really what this comes down to, right? Because the one chance that the Warriors had to sway Jonathan Kuminga into saying, hey, we're going to give you a big-time role. Go ahead and sign the long-term. Give up the player option. Give us a team option, and we will commit to starting you. The only way to do that would be to start Draymond Green at the 5, which the Warriors didn't want to do. I'm not expecting them to do that. They resisted that last year. I'm just saying that this now cements Jonathan Kuminga does not have a starting job on the Golden State Warriors. It's going to be Jimmy Butler. It's going to be Al Horford and Draymond Green in the starting jobs. By the way, did just get a little bit of news right now. De'Anthony Melton also agreeing to return to the Golden State Warriors. One of my favorite targets of the summer at the guard position. De'Anthony Melton, very good defensive, pesky player. I like that addition. He was good for the Warriors in a very small window last year before he got hurt. So De'Anthony Melton back to the Warriors as well. So basically what's happening right now is all these guys that have been waiting for Jonathan Kuminga's decision to come down, which, by the way, Kuminga has until the 1st to accept the qualifying offer. If not, hopefully he can come to terms on a new deal with the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors want to get him locked up on a multi-year deal. But now we have De'Anthony Melton as well agreeing to terms with the Warriors. The Warriors, we've got media day tomorrow. They were going to be heading into training camp with 9 players. So at least getting these verbally committed to and publicly out there, I wonder if there's something to that with all of this. Is this about getting the guys actually in the building? Because the Warriors have been very reluctant to officially sign these guys to full contracts, because what it would mean is if they did sign, for example, specifically Al Horford to a contract that would be the taxpayer mid-level exception, that would hard cap them at the second apron, which would mean theoretically there would be a number for a contract that Jonathan Kuminga could be offered by another team that they would not be able to match due to that hard cap without making some other kind of move. So this is interesting that these are now coming out and we have yet to hear what's going on with Jonathan Kuminga. Perhaps it could be, and I'm just speculating here, it could be that we are on the verge of hearing an official decision on what Jonathan Kuminga is doing. Is he signing a deal with the Golden State Warriors? Did they budge and give up that player option at the end of the deal? Or is it still a team option? Well, how did they ultimately work that out? Or did Jonathan Kuminga just say, forget it, I'm taking the qualifying offer, and that's that? So that is the next domino to fall here. But as of right now, this moment, Al Horford joining the Golden State Warriors, committing at least verbally to do that, and then De'Anthony Melton as well. If they start signing these contracts, that'll be a real good sign that, and I think the fact this news is coming out already as well, could be a sign that the Jonathan Kuminga situation is going to be coming to a conclusion sooner rather than later. Perhaps we are even just moments away from hearing about that. But everybody give me your thoughts in the comments. I'm checking every notification we get because now I'm expecting something to be happening soon with the Jonathan Kuminga situation. Everybody give me your thoughts in the comments down below. Al Horford committing to the Warriors. De'Anthony Melton as well. I think he's a great get. If he can stay healthy, he is going to be a great get for the Warriors. But give me your thoughts in the comment section. Are the Warriors too old at this point with Horford, with Jimmy Butler, with Steph Curry, with Draymond Green? Are they going to be able to stay healthy and keep their team together? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, everybody. See ya and stay safe.